Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Pray you all had a marvelous and rejuvenating weekend. Today we're just going to talk about simple ways we all can go after the lives we want and just have that spirit of manifestation, if you will. And yeah, before we get started, obviously the natural hair, I think she deserves a round of applause because I told you that she's very introverted and just like her mommy in a world that glorifies all things extroverted. It might shrink, so it might call for an intermission. Who knows? But yeah, I just thought I'll ease into it and just show a little bit here. I need a trim. Maybe next week I'll go to the salon and get it trimmed. Yeah, so this is me trying to tap into my inner Candace Owens because she does the hair so beautifully. I love her. So yeah, without here prepping too much, let's get into it. First, when it comes to going after the lives we want, we have to understand that yeah, it's a new year. It's a new year, new me, and setting resolutions and all those things. It works for some people, it doesn't work for other people, because I feel like intentions are that much more powerful, right? Because it's who you become in the process. And also with resolutions, a lot of us, we just give up along the way. It just doesn't work. But again, each to their own, obviously. So today I just have a few tips that we can use to give ourselves the permission to want more, because oftentimes the thing that holds us back is actually just limiting beliefs. So how can we get rid of all those things? How can we rewire our brains to actually want more, ask more, and reposition ourselves so that we can get more? And I think the first thing we can do is to eliminate words that are going to slow us down and words that are just going to muddy the waters. Your words, because your words have power. God spoke and the world was created, and there is so much power in the word, right? So first things first, obviously get rid of words like it's impossible, it's too expensive, too many moving parts, it takes too much brain power, it requires a certain body type, it requires a certain wardrobe. Those are all words that we use, and sometimes we are saying these things without realizing that we are actually disempowering ourselves, we are actually discouraging ourselves, and also we're sending out the signal that we are not worthy of those things. So try to change your words, and if it does require a lot of moving parts, then you can obviously be more creative and find ways to do more with the little energy that you have, or to do more with the skills that you have. It could be that you have to go on Coursera. Coursera is fantastic. It has so many courses. So it could be that you just have to ask for more help. So whatever it is that is impossible, that you think is impossible, it's actually not impossible, because all things are possible. You just have to believe. So start by looking at changing your words, changing your vocabulary, and even if it's too expensive, how can I afford this? How can I make it possible for myself, instead of saying, oh, but I can't go to Bali because it's too expensive? But how can I save more? How can I make more? How can I, yes, go to Bali and have the best time of my life without you thinking about how expensive it is? It could be that you just need to be creative and find ways to just make more and more money. How can I make more? How can I position myself to win more, so that this way I can easily afford my trip to Bali? My second point when it comes to going after the lives we want is to get happy. Get happy about where you are. Get happy about believing for more. Get happy about all the possibilities and exciting things that are going to come your way, because you have your heart's desires, and you should rejoice that you have those desires. You should rejoice in the fact that you can visualize those things, because even Paulo Coelho, I think in 11 minutes, you said those are your dreams. You don't need to justify them to anyone. So whatever your desires are, get happy about them and just have every single day. I know life is going to come with a lot of responsibilities and a lot of requirements, and it's going to take away your energy. We spoke about finite energy last week. I'm going to link the video up there. So we need to find ways to just have moments where we can be happy. That's why self-care and self-love is so important. Why do we have to be in the energy of happiness? Because when you are in the energy of happiness, it means that we are more receptive. We are not closed. We are not curled up. We are not clamped. And you know, when you clamp, nothing comes in, and then when you're closed up, nothing comes in and nothing comes out. So try to find ways you can be happy, whatever makes you happy. Do all those things. Again, rejoice in the Lord. Again, I say rejoice. So it's not about forgetting your desires. It's just about finding ways to be happy, because when you vibrate on that frequency, it means more of the same is going to come your way. My third point is differentiating between need and desire. And the difference with need is that there is that sense of lack. I don't have this. Whereas with desire, it's more exciting. So move away from the need. I need to lose weight. I need this. I need that. I need. You're just announcing that you don't have it. So try to come up with desires. Write them down, visualize them, chant them. A lot of successful people, they just write down their goals and they always go back and look at these desires, look at these goals. So see it as a desire, because when you see it as a desire, it means that you're worthy of it. It means you're also, again, tapping into the energy of excitement. It means that you're excited about it and you have that certain expectancy. I've mentioned about being pregnant, everything in nature, even crops, you plant the seed, therefore it's going to germinate and therefore it is going to grow. So the same with our desires. It really is about excitement and less needing. And when you take away that pressure from the need and the want, it means that you're going to be more excited about your life and less stressed as well while you're going after your desires. And also, again, God shall grant you the desires of your heart. My next point is, don't worry about the how. The how is not up to you. The why is up to you, basically. So when you take away that pressure, even the Bible says, look at the birds of the air. They don't worry about nothing because God provides for them. So now that you know your desires, you're excited about them, try not to think about the why. The how, the process, how it is going to show up in your life. Leave room for excitement. Leave room for, as the new kids call it, synchronicity. Leave room for the meet cute. Maybe you might be out at the supermarket and then you meet the love of your life. It could be that every Friday you're out, you're trying this bar and that bar, and you don't meet anyone, and then suddenly you're just buying your free range eggs, and then the love of your life happens to be at the fridge as well. You never know. So always stay open. And somebody actually said this or something better. So whatever it is that your desires, don't worry about the how. I know a lot of people have control issues. I've always said I'm a Taurus. I do have a bit of control issues. So try not to overthink it, because it takes away from the joy. It takes away from the excitement. It takes away from, you move away from the desire, and then now you're onto the need, and that is where the desperation is. And also, if you're going to be using feminine energy is really about just relaxing and letting it be, so just receiving as well. So as you are clear about your desires, like I said, write them down, or whatever works for you, really. A vision board, if that works for you, then let it go. Just believe that it's going to show up, as long as you align obviously with action, but still having that sense of detachment. So last but certainly not least is just to feel it. Again, with that feminine energy, just get into the feel of things. And when you feel it, even though you can't physically touch it, and once again about the seed, isn't it? You know you're going to be touching your crops, your fruit, your avocado. It's going to ripen, isn't it? You know it. You're feeling it, and you're excited about it, because this is the feeling of it and actually visualizing it and getting happy about it and leaning into the desire and less of the want and the need, it is going to just bring all things together. And also when you get into the feel of things, because the more you're in touch with your feminine energy, it means that you're not fighting too much, you're not controlling it, you're just feeling it, and then you're just moving. It's like water that is just meandering in the river and just following the ebbs of the river, and there is no struggle, there's no strife, there is no resentment. It's just excitement. It's just about feeling it and practicing it every day. You can do it like every single day. I've been trying it every day as well, just to really feel things. And just because I can't touch it, it doesn't mean it's not happening. And the more I start doing that, the more little things just somehow change. Sometimes it's not just about the big things, it's also about the little things along the way. And when you do this, you take away the pressure, because moving from point A to point B, it's not going to be magic. Sometimes, of course, there is magic, but other times it really is a process, and change is going to take time. And we might not get there by March, we might not get there by February, we might not get there by August, but eventually we will get there. But we just have to ease into it, because time will pass anyway. So let go of all the doubts. It doesn't matter your background, education, what you look like, dress like. It is just about expanding your magnetic field every day, knowing what you desire and just putting it out there, so that this way it will somehow manifest in 2023 or even later. It doesn't matter. It's just about the process, embracing the process and embracing your timeline, because so many people are rushed. Why? Because we see it instantly for other people. It doesn't matter how they got it anyway. It's their time, and we rejoice with them. Why? Because it's their season, and believing that when your time comes, it'll come. In the Men of Abraham Hicks, she says that, like, just fill up your vortex every day, filling up your vortex. So sometimes it's just about opening the vortex, and then suddenly dreams you had like 5 years ago, they'll just somehow miraculously show up. And it's not about giving up along the way or comparing yourself to other people's journeys, because we all have unique and different journeys. And it really is just about staying focused on your desires. So yeah, I do hope you enjoyed my ramblings today. Don't forget to give the video a boop, and make sure that you subscribe. Take care of one another, love one another, and be kind to one another, if nothing else. And I didn't have to take an intermission for the hair, thank God. See you in the next video.
Your head on my